Hey guys, it's Frankie and Jason. I'm back in the studio now.
Back in the studs.
Yes, I haven't been here in like 3 weeks. It's probably more than that, to be honest. I don't even know.
Yeah, because we did, the last one we did was what? With Vinny. That was the one we did together.
Yep, we were in Ohio.
Yeah.
So whatever the week before that, that was the last time I was here.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't remember what Jason says for the intros, so that was about as quick an intro as I can give, and it's about the best I can do.
That's cool. That's something someone like burst their head open upstairs.
Hopefully they ain't falling.
Yeah, hopefully whoever's up there heals quickly. But no, we got some stuff. We got some topicos today. We got the Dr. Fauci emails. Just being that this is, I guess we consider this is like a regular podcast, so we didn't really. I think I brought some of the stuff up before, but like didn't really go too in on it. But so we got Dr. Fauci emails. Junteenth, Biden signs a law or signs an act. I guess it is. I don't know. That Junteenth is the next national holiday. The Brooklyn Nets are going home. Sorry, Brooklyn. The Big Three didn't cut it. Girl Scouts are short 15 million boxes at this point, which is, I think I can get. I could definitely go for some Girl Scout cookies. And then IKEA was fined 1.2 million for spying on employees in France. So we're going to touch on each one of those eventually. But the first thing that I want to talk about is the Ohio trip with the boy Vinny, who was on a couple episodes ago. Not the last one, but well, you'll be able to see. I think it was 12, I believe, is when Vinny's was. But yeah, I mean, absolute goat. That was the first time like we met on Xbox. It was the first time I ever met him, and he's a goat. I mean, he's fucking awesome. Him and his brother Trent. Shout out to him. He's awesome too. But
shout out to his dog. Keeping me busy while I was at his house. Yeah.
He's a cutie. His dog is mad cool, son. It's actually kind of crazy because it's a Chihuahua, but it never doesn't really bark.
It only barked like once, and that wasn't even at us. It was when I think Trent came back home.
Yeah, he came home and he just kind of caught him off guard, so he had to rep it up one time for the culture. So, but yeah, it was fun. I think the initial trip down was fun because we split up and not on purpose, right? But
Jason had to take the scenic route.
That shit was crazy, man. I took a hella scenic route, bro. We went so think like we live in and around like the Philadelphia area, like southeast Pennsylvania, and so you take like the turnpike, which is 476 or 76, and you could take that north, and that'll take you into like the Pocono Mountains, take you towards New York, places like that. You take that north. So we literally went from the highway that we were on, which is Route 22, got on and went all the way to the end of the first turnpike. Literally, there was no more road. It was either you go right or you go left. That was it. So, and then at first, like the turnaround, quote unquote, that my GPS took me on was literally, it was like a cop turnaround where it said emergency vehicles only. So, yeah, not going to do it. I'm not going to turn around in there. I'm not going to get caught doing that. It's ridiculous. But so we went all the way up to the top, to the end of the turnpike, and then it was me and Anthony, aka, if you listen to the podcast we did with Vinny, we call him Production. So that's just he's known as Production now. But shout out Anthony. But we were together. It was me, Anthony, and you and Jerson, with separate cars. So we go all the way up, and then we pick up Route 80, Route 80 is deep. Like that shit will take you all the way into like California, right? Like all the way to the West Coast. 80 is the shit. So we get on 80, and literally the GPS goes, stay on here for 293 miles. We're like, yeah, this is about to be ridiculous. We stop at Clarion, which is your your old school of choice. Well, we stopped in the city of, not like in the college, but in the city of Clarion.
Yeah.
Which is actually kind of cool. That's where there was like a Taco Bell that was part of a touristy attraction that was across the street from a gas station, and this guy was like telling me jokes and stuff. Because I was wearing the Pink Floyd t-shirt. He was like, "Do you like cheesy jokes?" I was like, "Yeah." He told me a joke. I forget of it, but yeah. That was, and then we eventually, it was actually kind of cool going through Pennsylvania, because that was the same way I came home from Michigan with the fam. So like you're literally, there's a point where like the road is like on the ground and it's built on the side of a mountain. So all of a sudden now you're on a bridge that's like 100 feet from the ground. So you can like look over the edge and you're looking down on like trees and stuff, and you're on the side of a mountain. And I'm like just don't crash. Please just don't crash. Like just don't like get a gust of wind. Like there's and there are trucks on there. I'm going like 80. Like the trucks are fucking putting pedal to the metal on there because they're just trying to get across. But it was interesting. It was kind of cool. And then you guys took the way that we originally were supposed to go. You guys took that way.
Yeah.
And got there mad early, which is nice.
So Jerson drove basically the whole fucking way there.
Yeah.
He didn't ask me to switch or nothing, so I wasn't worried about it.
Yeah, you were mowing.
He shaved like an entire hour off of the trip.
Yeah.
Because, that man speeds.
That man's out here. He's out. He gets after it. Jerson gets after it.
So, like, me and Jerson were probably only supposed to be there about an hour before Jason and Anthony, or maybe an hour and a half. We were there for like 2 or 3 hours before.
Before we rolled into town. Yeah, and then we stayed downtown, which honestly, the hotel wasn't bad, but I don't think I would stay there again. Just because, like, I didn't like the parking situation. You know what I mean? I didn't like having to walk, but it wasn't like a far walk or anything, but it was like, it was kind of
I think the hotel that was right next to it was connected to the fucking...
Exactly. Like, that's...
parking garage.
I was jealous, that's why.
Mm-hmm.
I was jealous because they get to park there and we couldn't.
No, but that fucking downtown Columbus or whatever, I don't even know if that's really downtown. Like, I don't know. That shit was empty. That shit was
dry.
If I went to Philly and the fucking Philly was the way Columbus was, I'd be like, or did we just fucking enter the Purge arena? Like, what the fuck happened?
There was nobody there. I didn't see... If you drive into Philadelphia, you'll see a Philly cop. Like, just driving around, you'll see one walking. You'll see them, like, driving around. Or you'll see them parked on the side of the road. I didn't see one Columbus cop until the last day we were there. And I was driving back with Vinny. And there was a Columbus cop, and there was, like, an Ohio state trooper, right? And they were all just kind of, like, trying to figure something out. In Columbus, like, the cops still wear white shirts. So they look like paramedics. Like, they're standing there, and they're, like, talking to people that look like paramedics. But no, shout out to them. They were kind of cool. And then I was hell-bent on going to a strip club, and then I was looking one up. I Googled that. I said strip clubs in Columbus, and then there was, like, a shooting that happened outside of one of them. Like, literally the day, like the news article was the day before that I was, like, hell-bent on trying to go. And at that point, I was like, no, I'm not going. Like, I'd rather just go to one back home. You know what I mean? But I'd say it was a success of a trip. I had a lot of fun. And plus, it's cool just to go out with the boys. You know what I mean? Chill with the boys and stuff like that. So, yeah, I think it was a success. I think it was fun.
I mean, I always have fun when I go. I think it's just because I don't want to be here. Like, I get out of this area, so I don't have to worry about nothing that I would have to worry about when I'm at home. Yeah. So, fucking A.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, Ohio really is, like, flat. Like, it's really flat. I mean, look, no, I'm not trying to, like, hit at Ohio or anything, but, like, Columbus, right? Like, because where we live in a valley. So, like, we live in the Lehigh Valley. So, like, everywhere you drive to, there's always sort of a backdrop of mountains. Like, everywhere you go, there's, like, you could find a mountain, and it's looking in some direction. You'll see a mountain. But out there, we didn't see any. And everything... One thing I like about Ohio is, like, almost every, like, place you drive through, 3 lanes wide, like 55 mile an hour speed limit. I'm like, this is awesome. Like, you get to where you got to go quick. So
I think most of their roads were 55, but I'm pretty sure their highway was like 65.
Yeah.
So I was driving at like a constant 70 when I was over there. It's fucking great.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, because like we're getting like it's supposed to be a 20-minute trip to Vinny's house. I think we're getting there like 10 minutes. We're literally cutting time in half. Yeah, and then the drive back too. It was nice
because the only part of the fucking highway that gets packed is like getting right like into.
Yeah.
Not even really getting into the city. Like getting into the city was not bad, but like getting out of the city. It's like there's no traffic on the streets, but then you get to the highway and you're like, this is where all the fucking traffic is.
Oh, it's all consolidated in one area. Like it's not like in New York where you know you're going to be in traffic and you know it's going to suck. Like you're going to be in traffic from the time you get to New York to the time that you leave. You're going to be in traffic. In Columbus, like you're going to be in traffic for like maybe 2 to 3 miles out of the entire time.
Yeah, it's not even like traffic that's like here or in New York where it's fucking stop and go. Yeah. It's traffic where it's just like you're moving slow, but you're still moving. Like you do not have to stop at all.
Yeah, it's not terrible.
I've come to the executive decision that if we ever all decide to start a gaming house,
it's gotta be.
It's Ohio. It's 100% Ohio.
I like Columbus. I do actually like that area. And I just think they're doing it right. But yeah, can you imagine we do the pod out of Columbus? That'd be kind of dope. That'd be kind of cool. But yeah, I had a great time. And if you're listening, you're from Columbus. I mean,
next time though, we're staying at the hotel that lets dogs there.
Fact, dude, 100% facts. Brew dogs, 100. Because that was the one I looked at. I looked at that. I was like, oh, that's kind of nice. Like we could definitely stay there. And it's like a brewery, so we can like we don't have to go anywhere to like drink, right? We can
go fucking downstairs.
Yeah, we just go to the fucking brewery and get shit faced and then go back home or go back up to the hotel. We don't have to drive. But yeah, that was the first place I looked at, and it was in the area where he lived. So I was like, oh, okay, like that would be nice. But then I was like, no, like I think downtown would be kind of cool too, which was big mistake. Because it's empty. It's empty as hell no matter where you go. Like it's always, but granted too, like we're always like driving around between like 2:00 or 2:00 in the afternoon or 2:00 in the morning. There was like there was really no in between. Like when we were driving, it was either super late or super early in the morning or just dummy late. So I mean, maybe we missed it, but it was weird. It was an odd thing. And then when we were there, Memorial Day weekend, it was like 40 degrees one day. And the Memorial Day wasn't that bad, though.
It rained like fucking 3 out of the 4 days, 4 or 5 days that we were there. So
yeah, so a lot of the outdoor stuff was kind of a wash. But no, I mean, I would not mind going back again. That was really cool. But definitely going the way we came back for sure. Because that
you don't want to take the scenic route again.
No, I mean it was awesome, but like also at the same time, like that's mad. I can't with it. It was
the trip was supposed to take 7 hours. It took 6 hours for me and Jason. It took fucking like 9 hours for you and Anthony.
we could have driven to fucking Charlotte, North Carolina, and been there before we got to Columbus, Ohio. But yeah, and it was to the point where like like me and Jerson were talking one night before we went to bed. I think it was the day we were watching that fucking Clint Eastwood movie. Like remember we turned off. We were playing the Stickman game.
Oh yeah,
and then we turned that stick fight, and then we turned that off and we were just watching. And it was like for some reason like we turned it on and like Clint Eastwood was dressed like a Nazi. He was like undercover as a Nazi, and we're like, what? This is like really interesting. And then we ended up like dead silent watching this thing. Like nobody's talking. We're not grilling it. We're just like all like mesmerized by this movie. And you guys went to take Vinny home. When you got back, me and Jerson were like, yo, bro, like our hamstrings, like just driving all that way. Like my hamstrings were so sore by the time we got there. Like my hamstrings, my calves, like I had to do like a stretch. Like when you guys were coming up, Anthony took the cart out to you guys to like put all your stuff on there. I got to the room and I was like stretching on that little like thing that they gave us. I was like, jeez, dude.
I don't know why you didn't just switch.
I
said, I don't know why you didn't just switch driving.
But like I wasn't tired or anything. It was just that I was like sore. You know what I mean? Like I didn't feel tired. But then I probably should have switched and just like stretched out. But
that's why I was like,
it was all right.
I drove the first half of the trip home.
Yeah.
With Jerson, and then I got in your car when we got out to get gas or whatever.
Yeah, we were in PA. We were pretty close. We were by the mountains.
There was still probably about like what,
but
2 hours?
Yeah,
for the trip?
An hour and a half, 2 hours. Yeah.
So
yeah, that wasn't bad though. That was cool.
To be honest, like I said, like the drive home is always shorter than the drive to.
Yeah, I don't know why. Like the drive home
because you don't want to go home. You're just like, I really ain't trying to go home. But
dude, the drive home was like easy money. The drive, like I felt like the drive there was. Well, our drive there was horrid. Like it was.
You guys were in traffic. Like me and Jerson hit like 2 minutes of traffic, and that was like we slowed down, didn't have to stop. But as soon as we were gone out of that traffic,
it was just streamlined.
Moving.
Did you hit traffic in West Virginia? Is that where like the
no, it was traffic. I think like probably like 2 hours into the trip.
Oh, okay. So
and that was literally like the only traffic that we hit the whole fucking way there.
I'm jealous because we had traffic on the way back. Well, both of us, we had traffic on the way back. It was going through West Virginia because we hit that like little, or we were in
where the bridges were.
Yeah, where they're doing construction.
Oh, yeah.
We hit a little bit of traffic there, but we were stopped for like 20 minutes
on the way home.
No, on the way too.
Okay,
yeah,
I was gonna say.
Yeah, we were like stopped. Yeah, for like 20 minutes. We were just bullshitting. Like literally, Anthony goes like, we had Cokes in the trunk. He's like, you want a Coke, bro? I'm like, yeah, I'll get one. Like that. That's just, we were completely stopped, and everyone just turned their cars off and just were like chilling. I was like. And I just called the lady, and she was like, she's like, as long as you guys are here by like 1 o'clock in the morning, because that's when they turn over, then you guys should be okay. I was like, okay.
Yeah, and then me and Jerson, we got, that night that we got there, we went to Raising Cane's, got food for us and for Vinny and Trent, and then we went to their house. We were just chilling there for
mobbing, yeah.
Until you guys were closer.
Yeah.
I think you got to the hotel before we did, but it wasn't that far. That wasn't.
No, it wasn't bad. It was like
you guys were walking into the door when we pulled up.
Yeah,
to the hotel.
we were. I was checking in, which is why. Yeah, we were checking in, and then Anthony took the cart out to you guys because just found a bunch of random carts sitting there, and I didn't know what to do with them. Or well, I guess they didn't know what to do with them, but I did, and I took one because I was just I was gonna ride on it initially. I was just gonna sit down and have Anthony push me, but then I was like, no, that's not right. I can't do that to Ant. But no, we were checking in right as you guys pulled up, and then I got the rooms to the keys to the room, and I wanted to go check it out, and I had to like, bro, I had to stretch out, dude. I had to. Sorry, guys. I left work not too long ago. It's not physically intensive. You're just sitting out in the sun, and that kind of drains you. But no, overall, 10 out of 10 would recommend it to a friend for sure. I liked it. I thought it was cool. Got to meet Vinny. Got to meet Trent. I mean, it was awesome.
I've gone to Ohio 3 times, and I've never regretted going. So,
yeah, I
don't mind. But the thing is, for me, is that like I think it's been like every other year that I've gone instead of every year. 100%, I want to make it every year. Like I want to go. I'm going next year, with or without anybody. I'm going. As long as Vinny doesn't go, back to the military before that trip comes up.
Yeah, because if he does and he goes to like Oklahoma, I'm not driving. I'll fly to Oklahoma. I'm not trying to drive.
I think the last time that he had basic, he was in Missouri.
Oh yeah. He was in back in the woods.
Yeah, I wouldn't go to fucking Missouri either way. But I don't.
Seriously, sorry, Missouri. Kansas City's cool, but anybody going to that state? That state is redonks. But yeah, Vinny. That was kind of cool to have him talk about his time in the military. I kind of locked in on that, like the way he like sets it up is kind of cool, like the way he talks and stuff like that. I thought that was dope. So yeah, Ohio trip. Definitely love Ohio, love Columbus, but stop shooting up strip clubs and I'll go to one. If you're a strip club owner out there, we'd love to go. I was debating on whether I wanted to go tomorrow their strip club because I have off, but I don't
You
know.
go on a fucking Monday?
I want to go there with like all these dudes who like cheat on their wives and stuff. I'm gonna be like, who's this new guy? But no, I definitely want to go. Just like even if like I don't get like a dance or anything like that, I just want to be there. I don't know. I don't even know why, to be honest with you. I could not sit here and justify why. I just feel like I want to go. So it's weird, but so let's see what else we got here. We got the Dr. Fauci emails. Did you hear about that?
Sort of. I was trying to figure out what it was. I think like 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, right? That's when they got released. I want to say 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's when
it was. It was after we came back from Ohio.
Yeah.
I was kind of trying to read them, but the articles that I found were just more confusing than they were helpful. So I was just like, all right, I don't fucking care anymore.
Yeah. Well, so apparently the Fauci, I guess is what happened. So Fauci, and I might miss things, so this is just not like a verbatim thing, but Fauci essentially knew about the Wuhan lab, right? So Wuhan, just setting the scene, COVID-19 started in Wuhan. I think it was December of 2019. So 2 years ago is when China had to lock down and all that stuff. So it was released in Wuhan, and essentially what they said was that it was like it was from this bat that got eaten and all that whole shit, like the wet markets and stuff like that. And we bought into it, and but essentially, I guess what really ended up happening, or what the speculation is about it is that it came from a lab. Like most people saying it came from a lab, right? And the thing is like it's like a scientific consensus that it kind of was messed with, right? Like it was being experimented with, and apparently there's a lab that's called the Novel Coronavirus Respiratory Research Lab. That's what it's called, in the Wuhan lab. So Dr. Fauci, who at the time I believe was head of the National Institute of Science or something like that, or the International Institute of something, right? I think it's NIT or something like that. But it's like a health institute that funds research about health. And so he's the head of that, and he is essentially, they're funding this nonprofit, and this nonprofit is funding the Wuhan Institute of Virology, which is what the whole lab is called. The Wuhan lab is called the WIV. So, excuse me. So there's funding going on there. There's some like backdoor funding situation going on. So Fauci checks in with a doctor that's working in that lab, and they're talking, they're having a conversation. There's like a bunch of stuff, and then the doctor says they were doing what's like gain of function research, right? And essentially what they do is they take a virus and they make it more infectious so that they can study what it does and how it infects people. So that's why, but they say it got crazy. Like they were studying this coronavirus, which existed in the animal, like the wild animal kingdom, but not really in the human part of that. It never jumped from like them to us. But when they did this gain of function research and they made it more infectious, a couple of people got sick and they had to send them home, right? So this doctor is saying to Fauci, like, hey, they were doing research on the stuff. They made it more infectious, whatever. And I'm blanking right now. He essentially, the doctor is saying that he believes that the people in the lab were messing with it and it got out of control. That's essentially what he's saying. And Fauci is doing his due diligence and saying like, hey, Fauci isn't there. He can't sit there and be like, oh yeah, that's exactly what's happening. He can't just take this guy's word for it. He's got to do his own research. So there's emails back and forth talking about it. So I guess really what they're trying to point to is that Fauci knew that it was more infectious back in like November, like towards the end, like fall, winter of 2019. He knew that this thing was kind of going on, and he didn't report it, I guess, is the whole big thing. So it's like, what is he like? You can't report something that you don't know is 100% facts. You know what I mean? Like if you're walking down the street and someone says like, "Hey, you're gonna die today," what are you gonna do? You know what I mean? Like you can't be like, well, I'm gonna die tomorrow, so I'm just gonna go rob a bank. Like you're really gonna take that person's word for it, or maybe that's not a good example, but like it's hard. But the thing I liked about it was that Jon Stewart, who was like the old Daily Show host, he goes on Stephen Colbert and he's like, imagine if there's an outbreak. He's like, there's an outbreak of coronavirus in a city where a lab that studies the coronavirus is located. He's like, that's like saying, he essentially just says, there's an outbreak of chocolatey goodness in Hershey, Pennsylvania. He's like, oh, maybe it's he goes, maybe it's a cocoa bean mated with a steam shovel. He goes, no, it's the fucking chocolate factory that's in Hershey, Pennsylvania. So I thought that, I was like, when you say it like that, I was like, it makes sense. But that's essentially what they're pointing to, because it came out in 2019. Emails. What's up with these? Like, delete your emails, bro. Like, why? Like, why haven't these guys follow Hillary Clinton, bro? Just delete them shits. Like, unsend the text or unsend the thing on fucking Facebook. Like, come on now, Dr. Fauci.
Fucking yeah.
It's gonna be hard. Like when people like us that actually understand like the internet, like when our generation gets in there, they're not gonna be able to find shit on those people. They're gonna be like, yo, that shit got deleted the other day, or I was hacked. That's gonna be a great one. I can't wait, bro. I hope that we put the right people in there, but yeah, we're gonna get some interesting people. And one thing to know is that the Institute of Virology or whatever was defunded, or they stopped the Obama administration stopped that funding, stopped that gain of function research. And I'm not making a political statement. I'm just saying what the article was saying, which is Obama had stopped it because he's like, what the fuck are you guys doing? Like, you guys don't need to make more diseases. Like, they stopped funding it. So in return, the WIV, which is that what is it called, lab, stopped funding or stopped doing this gain of function research. And then when Trump got into office, they were like, let's just start it all over again. But I think it was recently. I think it was like 19. Well, obviously, I think it was like 2019 is when it started. So, just a note, not a political statement, because we're not political on this side. You dig? But just interesting. It's just crazy how much can change from like one administration to another. Like, isn't that kind of wild?
Sort of. I mean, I don't know. I don't really keep up. I don't fucking keep up with politics at all. So I have no idea.
Yeah, I think it's crazy how like we can have one guy that's like just the government in general, like in the U.S. is kind of odd. Like I don't think it should be torn down. I'm not one of those tear it down and rebuild it kind of people, because that's mad work that I'm not trying to do, and that's like civil worship. But like, I just think it's interesting how like we can go from like we're super like no doubt under Obama, right? Like the politically correct thing was a big thing, where like, they had like the cancel culture and all that stuff kind of started under Obama. And was it his fault? I'm not going to sit here and say that it was outright Obama's fault, but that sort of like political correctness started when he was in power, right? And then now, like, it was literally like day and night. So we went from like this kind of PC, like, all right, everyone, like, let's just put our differences aside and like trying to have a kumbaya moment, right? To fucking, like, they're like, yo, don't be assuming my fucking pronouns, bro. Like, we're gonna have to go outside. I'm gonna have to show you what a man is. Like, it's just like, whoa, like that was such a crazy jump. Like, it was such a crazy transition from like 08 to 16. Everyone was kind of like, all right, like feeling everyone out, and then 17 to like 20, we're like, at each other's throats about everything. I just think it's interesting. I think it's kind of crazy how quickly that sort of change happens. But
man,
shut up, Siri. Well, Siri bugging right now. Okay, we're good. Never mind. I pressed this thing by accident to hit delete, but I fucking hit the Siri button and she started talking to me and stuff. So, well, speaking of identities and building new countries, identities and building new shit. Junteenth, yesterday, June 19th, is officially a federal holiday. And because I worked yesterday, I do want double pay because I worked on a national holiday now. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't.
Damn, son. Bro, you should, I would say if you went to do overtime, they got to pay you twice.
I don't know. They asked if, well, I don't even know if they asked if we wanted to do overtime. I don't volunteer for overtime.
they just like, hey, bro, can you come in? You're like,
nope.
you say no. You're like, nah, motherfucker.
No,
I do my time.
Y'all got me for 40 hours out of the fucking week. I don't want overtime.
Don't want.
All right. And every other week they got mandatory overtime that I've managed to skip out on the last 2 times. Well, I mean, I had, reason. Like, I obviously had fucking valid reasons. I don't remember why I didn't go to the first overtime. Yeah. I know
it was a valid reason.
I know the last time I didn't go to overtime was because Dane had his wedding, so I was at that. I didn't have to go to the fucking overtime that day.
Yeah, shout out to Dane. Congratulations to them, and hope you guys have a wonderful, fruitful marriage. Shout out to y'all. I apologize. I had to work that day, but congrats. Was it fun? How was it? Was it dope? You spilled the tea in front of all the lunch table members.
I mean, I'm not big on weddings, so I've only gone. I think that's the second wedding I've ever been to.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I don't know if there's like a fucking I don't know how weddings are supposed to be.
Yeah, but there's no benchmark. Yeah.
Yeah, there's no bar to set.
Yeah.
So. I mean, it was okay. I saw family members that I haven't seen in like years, 2 years, 3 years.
Oh, that's cool. Did your mom go?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. That's nice.
Yeah. I mean, as I said, I think a couple of years ago, like I was glad to be there because there was a lot, a good portion of the people there are family.
Yeah.
It was good to be around my family, I guess. And
it's always kind of sneaky fun, even though you're kind of like I don't know. I like being around my family. I think it's fun.
Going to family events and stuff like this reminds me of why I only see my fucking family like once a year. that's
why is that?
I just they're a little out there. They're a little crazy.
But that's where you get the best stories though from that. Like
I literally, while I was there, I sat at a table with Jerson.
Oh, Jerson went.
Yeah, Jerson went.
Awesome. That's cool.
Sat at a table with Jerson, Chris's girlfriend, and 2 other people that I used to work with.
Oh, nice.
Well, me and Dane used to work with.
Yeah. Oh, well, you guys were doing security?
When we did security, and then when we worked at Amazon.
Oh, okay.
So
I didn't know you worked at Amazon with Dane. That's kind of cool.
I only worked there for a month. I don't know how long Dane was there. Fuck Amazon.
Yeah, that shit's crazy, son. But that's dope, man. I was about to ask you if Jerson won.
Yeah, he won.
Damn.
I didn't know if he was going to or not.
Yeah.
And that day that we were both getting ready, I realized that I was probably going to be there a little bit later than whatever time they wanted us to be there.
Of course, yeah.
Just nothing out of the ordinary. Like, I usually show up.
We're Hispanic. You got to give us like
30 extra minutes, maybe an hour. It really just depends.
Yeah, because when we say we're going to be there, we're going to get ready at the time you want us to be there. We're going to get in the shower. When you want us to be there, we're going to be in the shower at that moment in time.
Just like earlier, I told Vinny, like I called him after I got out of the shower because I had to kind of mow the lawn.
Just trim it. Give it a nice little trim.
The lawnmower didn't work.
Ooh.
We had one of these hand lawn mowers that doesn't require any electricity or power.
Oh, yeah, you just push it and it goes... Yeah. Those are dope.
Yeah, the blades aren't that sharp, but I managed to cut a decent amount of the grass out. I got enough for me to feel like it's okay for my dogs to go out there and go to the fucking bathroom. Now they don't have to walk through a jungle every time they have to take a shit. But...
Or try and squat on those, like, long... That's... Oh. Yikes.
Yeah, so I had to go outside, do that shit earlier. It took me a while because our grass got pretty high, and so did a couple of, like, I guess weeds. I don't really know. All I know is that I got to use a fucking saw today to cut down some of the shit that was growing in front of the house. Like, it wasn't like a chainsaw, like not a full chainsaw.
It's just like a hand, like like that.
No,
or was it
no,
like
no,
it was
like,
automatic?
It was an electric one.
Oh, that's dope.
That had like it didn't have. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. Like I've never seen. Well, I've seen something like that before, but I've never had to use one like that before.
Was it like handhold, or you just go? You go like that?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay. Yeah. If you ever noticed, I don't know if you've seen like the back, but like we have like tiles down, like at the end of our steps, because that used to be like a big mud pit. And my grandfather brought his, and I had to cut a branch with that, or my cousin did because I don't fuck with like tools like that. I'll cut my finger off. But
dude, that shit was so fun. I had so much fun. I have so much fun with that saw. I ain't gonna hold you.
Who got it from you? Who got it for you?
I don't know. It was in the shed. Like, cause my mom came over to drop off some things that she got for me while she was at Sam's.
Yeah.
And she kind of made me go outside and cut the grass.
So your mom was like, "Yo, son, this grass is getting out of control, dog."
Yeah. So I went outside. I cut all that shit, and it was okay. I've been up since like 10, I think.
Oh, that's not
10
bad.
or 10:30.
Yeah, me too. I've been around that time.
So I got to do that. Then I took a shower. I got out of the shower and I'm getting dressed. So I was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna call Vinny because I have nothing to do until I come here."
Exactly. Yeah.
I called Vinny, and I was like, all right, I have to go to the store to get dog food, and then I'm going to come back and get on the Xbox.
Yeah.
So give me like 30 or 40 minutes. That was at like 2.
Mm-hmm.
I can get on the Xbox till about 4.
Damn.
Yeah, because I was...
It's just what it is. I mean, it's just...
I got out of the shower, I got dressed. I had to do my hair, because now I got to do something with my hair a little bit at least.
Yeah.
Which I'm still not used to, like.
Right. Yeah.
But
well, it looks good though. Like I like the comb back freshness.
Yeah, it's not what I was going for, but I don't mind combing it back because I just feel like it works out better than what I was trying to do.
Right. Do you do the side comb like that?
I just go straight back.
Ooh. Yeah. I like the comb.
I do have the comb, but it doesn't I don't know. I don't know. I gotta try some new stuff out.
Yeah.
Eventually. I just don't know what to fucking do with my hair. My hair's just, I've never had to worry about it until I got my hair cut like this.
But your hair is you have the perfect hair though.
Well, it's just soft.
It's soft. It's also wavy, but it's curly. This guy has the greatest luscious you and Justin have such luscious locks, and I'm over here going. I'm a bald Hobbit troll toy. My shit is all over the place constantly. But no, you guys have really nice hair. But I'm going bald, bro. I'm about to be out here bald. I'm about to be out here looking like fucking Vern Troyer, mini me from.
You have to get a wig.
No, I'm gonna get a perm wig, but it's gonna be blonde for some reason because. I'm going through a midlife crisis. Yeah, you heard it right. I'm 24, going through a midlife crisis or a quarter life crisis. I don't know. Well, I can't be quarter. I'm not trying to live to 100.
Yeah, I was about to say it depends on how long you want to live.
I'm not trying to live to 100, bro. That's mad long.
Like I said, I don't want to live past the point where I can't take care of myself because that's just not living to me.
Yeah. See, that's the thing is I think self euthanasia should be okay. If I don't want to kill myself.
I'll just have somebody take me out.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, look, bro, I'll break you off a little something, just
gonna hire a fucking assassin to just take me out.
Yeah, I'll pay him myself. Like, I'll hire fucking 47 to come and two in the back of my head and just walk off cool. Like, just, you know what I mean? Walk off like nothing happened.
Like, there's only like one dream way for me to die, and without a zombie apocalypse, it ain't gonna happen. You know?
Right.
So,
is your dream way to like become a zombie and then?
No.
Oh.
Well, I don't really want to become a zombie. I don't mind the idea of it if it means I get to. Forget it.
You get to, like, turn people you don't like. You're like,
yeah. I was gonna say.
Let me limp my way over here.
Listen, my dream way to go is just in a blaze of glory. Like, listen, if I'm trying to die, if I'm gonna die in a zombie apocalypse, it's gotta be with taking a shitload of zombies out with me.
Yeah, you have to die like Batista and fucking and what's it called? What is that thing? What was that?
Army of the Dead?
Army of the Dead. Yeah, where he just takes out mad people.
Nah. If I want to go anyway, like somebody that went out in Army of the Dead, it's that first woman that dies when they're trying to like sneak through
and he
the.
Just goes and he like snaps her neck and her neck goes backwards.
No.
Talking about?
That was nuts. When I saw that part, I was like, bro, this shit took turn quick. It took a turn quick.
Yeah, that one screwed me up. When I watched it at like 1 in the morning too, I was like, son.
Nah, it was the woman. It was the Hispanic woman that came with. I don't remember the actor's name. I've seen him before, but I don't remember. She, when they're trying to go through the fucking shitload of zombies that are just standing there, and they can't make a noise or anything, and she's the last one in the line.
Oh yeah,
and that dude fucks with her and makes her go a different way.
And he throws the glow stick like over there, and she walks, and she's like crawling. Yeah,
and she just kills a fuck ton of zombies. That is the way to go. And then she fucking pulls the pin on her grenades, and she's just like, "Fuck it, we all going."
Yeah, and then her boyfriend. Her boyfriend's an OG though. Like, I gotta give him that because he shot. Remember there was like a propane tank or whatever. And he shot it. He was like, "Look, like I'm just gonna I'll throw you the alley-oop. Like I know what you're doing. Like just you know what I mean. Like I'll throw you the alley-oop. Like rest in power. Like one of us got to do. I don't know if I could do that though. So it'd have to be Jerson. Sorry, bro. I'll have to let Jerson rock with it, or just wait till the grenades go off. Which is
I don't know. I don't. Did he shoot? If he shot a propane,
I think it was
tank,
the tank.
I don't think that she had grenades.
Yeah. Well, because she had a knife. So I think she had a propane tank. Or something like that.
I don't even remember. Oh, she had the gas tanks. That's right, because they had to fill up the chopper.
Yeah. So she was holding that. It was the dude, the other dude. Oh my gosh! When they were in the casino, they were running, and the main guy like has this fucking Spartan helmet on, and it was the leader or whatever, like the smart zombie has his Spartan helmet on, and he's like chasing them, and then it's like the horde comes to the casino. Right? Or spoiler alert, guys. I mean, we're already too late, but if you haven't seen this already, like you're bum.
You gotta fucking watch it.
Yeah,
like 100% watch it.
Yeah, watch it.
That was a great fucking movie.
Yeah, or so they're in the casino and Batista's just fucking he's just laying people down with like that M4, and then that dude gets caught. And he pulls the grenade, and then he blows up. So yeah, that's the way to go out. That's the absolute. That's the wave. That's the wave too, because then like it's almost like jumping on like a grenade, if you're like in Iraq or something like that, like, But the thing is like I say that that'd be a cool way to go out, but I don't know if I would do it. You know what I mean? Like I'd be in that situation, I'd be like, shit, man. But if I'm getting like eaten,
if I have to die in the apocalypse, that is 100% the way I want to go.
Yeah. If not
zombie
that
apocalypse,
right? Yeah, and if not that,
I don't want any other kind of apocalypse. None.
Yeah, because this COVID pandemic was ass, bro. This showed us that like apocalypse aren't what you crack it out to be. But like
this COVID bullshit.
Yeah,
got my hopes up for a zombie apocalypse for no fucking reason.
Yeah, it was that worm. That if anything, that freaking parasite's gonna do it. That parasite that they found in like deers and stuff. Was I telling you? And I think I was telling you and Anthony about that when we were driving home.
I don't know.
It's like a parasite that they find in deer brain. It's like a something worm. I forget what it's called, but it does like it's like a brain worm parasite thing that even after like they find it in like deer, and I think you get it by eating the flesh of like a deer or eating the brain of a deer, right? Then it transfers its way into you. And so when you die, like essentially just kind of bleeds you, like it's a parasite, like they just bleed you dry of everything. And then once you actually die, the body actually dies. The brain, it's still in control of the brain, so it actually will walk you like to do stuff. So it'll like walk you in front of a hunter or walk you in front of a like some kind of animal of prey or something like that. Or I think even insects, like it starts with insects, right? Like an insect will crawl to like, it'll have like, say it'll go into like a worm, and it'll crawl the worm on top of like a rock, and then it'll get eaten by like a bird, and then it'll go to the bird, and then the bird goes and do something. You know what I mean? Like it's just like a whole thing. So I think if that's going to do it, if that shit jumps from like to humans, then we can be out here. We'll be out here like those Hispanic women or Batista, one of those two. I'm gonna be like, yo, Mad Money. Batista. Yeah, but yeah, I watched that. Was it Army of the Dead? Is that what it's called? That was a pretty good movie. I liked it. I thought it was funny too. How like Batista does all that stuff, and then all of a sudden he's just working at like a like in the beginning you see him doing all that cool stuff, and then he's working at like he's making pancakes and hash browns and shit. Yeah. And then he just wants to open a food truck. He's like crab rolls, lobster rolls. Everyone likes lobster rolls. But yeah, I like that. I like that movie. That movie was good.
Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna make a second, or if they're gonna make a second one of that.
Yeah.
I kind of got to the movie, like the end of the movie, and I was like I don't really want to see a second movie because I don't feel like it's gonna be as good.
It's not, yeah.
But at the same time, I'm open to the idea of it happening.
Yeah, like I would definitely watch it, but because like Army of the Dead, like it has a rewatch value.
Yeah, I watched it twice already.
Exactly, like I could rewatch it because I think it's funny, and I think it's kind of cool. But I mean, like I don't know if I'd watch it with like my family or anything, but like I'd definitely watch it with like you guys or
like
my brother or something. I'll watch with him.
I rewatched it the second time to see if I missed anything, which I've been doing with a couple of different things.
Facts. I've been doing that too.
Because watching anime has got me into rewatching a show.
Yeah.
Because sometimes when I'm watching anime, like I'll miss something the first go around, and then when I watch it again, I'm like, oh, what? How the fuck did I miss that?
I've been doing that with Loki, the Thing movie with or the Disney Plus thing. I was doing that with Loki. I did that with Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So like a lot of the Marvel stuff, I've been doing it just because like I don't know, everything in Marvel's connected. So I like try to connect the dots and stuff like that. But I like the new Loki. I don't know if you're into like Marvel or anything like that, but the new Loki is pretty good.
I refuse to buy Disney Plus.
Here we go, guys. Listen, I love this.
I refuse to watch Disney or buy Disney Plus, so I don't.
Why do you refuse to buy Disney Plus?
Huh?
Tell the gentle listeners why you refuse to buy. Because I this is actually like, it sounds funny, but it's like logical reasoning.
I'm just not. I'm not supporting their cause. All right.
Their monopoly.
They're bullshit. That's yeah. Listen, after they dropped the ball on
the Star Wars. My brother fucking hates Disney because of Star Wars. So you being a Star Wars fan, I just assume that's also why you hate them.
After dropping the ball in the sequel trilogy, that ruined it for me. I mean, like I said, I enjoyed the animated Clone Wars series.
Bad Batch, that was good.
I didn't watch the Bad Batch. I mean, I can't. So.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I watched the first episode of it and I thought it was cool.
Yeah, Wayne's watching it now. He said he likes it. He said it's really good.
And I watched, I think, the first season of The Mandalorian when I was living with my mom because they have Disney Plus.
Yeah.
The
second season of Mandalorian is pretty good too. Very good. Did you see? I don't want to ruin it for you, like a spoiler.
I've seen part of it. I don't know. Like,
have you seen the ending?
I don't remember because I don't know what part.
Right,
I don't know what season I watched, what part I got up to. So I have no fucking idea.
Is Bill Burr in it? The one that you were watching?
Who?
He's like a bald guy. He used to be a stormtrooper, but now he's not. He's in jail.
No.
You didn't watch that? Okay. Yeah. So the second season. I'm not going to ruin the second season for you because I think that's foul. So even if you do get Disney Plus again, well, we can talk about the Mando and stuff. Yeah, but no, it's actually really good. The second season, I feel like I like the second season more than the first, because the first, don't get me wrong, the first was good and it introduces you to Baby Yoda, Grogu was his name, the Mando and stuff. Obviously, you gotta like the OG season, but I think the second season, in my opinion, is a lot better.
I don't even remember like how the first season ended, so I don't know.
Well, it ends when I forget how the shit ended too. I don't know how the shit ended. I was really thinking, bro. I was really like zoning out, trying to figure.
If I'm right, I think that he like goes back and saves the kid, and then he leaves whatever planet they were on. I think that's what happens at the end of the first season, because I'm pretty sure I remember like he goes in to save the kid, whatever his name is, Grogu, yeah. He goes back to save him from whoever paid him to bring them to him, or bring.
Oh yeah.
And all the other Mandalorians show up to like help him fight, and then he manages to get off the planet. But
yeah,
I watched, I want to say it, most of the second season, but I stopped at some point because I moved out of my mom's house. So
yeah,
I don't know. I never continued it.
Yeah, I like the second season. The second season's really good. The ending is kind of crazy. It's kind of wild. The ending, I think it's kind of wild. But yeah, you know the guy who did the trilogy that you don't like, the Star Wars trilogy, he's getting another trilogy to do.
Well, it's not even that. They started with one director.
Yeah.
For 7. Then the next director was a different person. It was Ryan Johnson, however the fuck you say his name.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
He was the one that did it.
It's like Rien or some shit like that.
And then the one that did the 9th movie was the one that did the 7th movie.
Yeah.
I didn't mind the 7th movie. I thought it was okay. I mean, it was kind of a rewash of the 4th movie, but it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
I thought it was good. I thought it was going to go in a good direction, but then that direction just like changed course completely when fucking the 8th movie came out, and I was so pissed off.
Yeah, dude. Listen. When you get Disney Plus, right? Watch The Mandalorian, and then we're gonna have you and Wayne on here, because that man is an absolute stan for this stuff. Like, he loves this stuff. Like, when he hears this, if he hears this, he's gonna be like, "Oh, bro, I hated them." Like, he's like, I hate. He's like, the new movies, trash, garbage, trash. Like, yeah. So, but here's my thing with the new movies is that I almost feel like it was rushed. You know what I mean? Like they pretty much summed up all the other movies, because like the other movies you're thinking it's the initial movies that happens, episode 1, 2, and 3, right? And then those are kind of the initial movies, and then you have a prequel to that, right? That come out in, was it 3, 4, 5? That's a prequel to 1, 2, and 3.
No, so the way they came out, like the way they were released, is 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, and then 7, 8, and 9. Right. But the way the story is, because 1, 2, and 3 are the prequels, it's 1, 2, 3, and then it goes 1 through 9. That's the order of events that happen in the galaxy. But
yeah,
the order that the movies were made in was 4, 5, 6, then 1, 2, 3, then 7, 8, and 9.
Right. Yeah. So it was made. So the first movies that come out are kind of like in the middle. Right.
Yeah.
Like there's and then the ones with like Obi-Wan Kenobi and all those guys is before, and then obviously with is it Finn,
Rey, and
Kylo and all those guys, that's post, right? So it's like the main episodes 1 through 3, and then you guys get the plan. I'm not gonna fucking explain it.
So it's basically original, prequel, and then sequel.
Yeah. So original, prequel, sequel, and so like I don't know where I was going with that. I fucking lost it. I lost it when like you were like, no, that's not how it goes. I was like, shit. But no, I think he was saying that I was talking about my brother liking it. Damn, I forget. Fuck, I forget where I was going. Like, this is really upsetting. But either way, I I think it was no. Okay, I got it now. I got it back. I said they pretty much like they took what episodes like 1, 2, and 3 explained in 3 movies, and they like condensed it. You know what I mean? Like we watched like episode 1, 2, and 3 was about Darth Vader, right? And what's his name? Luke's sort of.
Oh, you mean 4, 5, and 6?
Yeah. Whenever the original ones.
Yeah, like that's 4, 5, and 6 were about basically the Galactic Civil War. So that's with the Empire, which is Darth Vader, Emperor Palpatine.
Yeah.
And then Luke and Han and Leia. Like, that's the rebel phase.
And those are the oldest ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then 1, 2, and 3 is, like, what happens, like how Darth Vader comes into, or basically how the Empire forms.
Okay. All right. I'm rolling with you now. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, so the way to look at it war-wise is that 4, 5, and 6 is the Galactic Civil War. 1, 2, and 3 is the Clone Wars.
Yeah.
And then 7, 8, and 9. I don't even know what the fuck they call the war in 7, 8, and 9. It's between the First Order and the Resistance, because the New Republic gets fucking annihilated in Episode 7.
Yeah. So like that's what I'm saying. Like so they essentially just rehashed what was happening beforehand, right? Like I think they tried to go like because Kylo Ren has that super deep voice and you know what I mean? Like they just tried to rehash. It just kind of feels like a younger version of like the OG movies. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't seem like it's new, fresh. Like you know what I'm saying? It's like bad guy with a lightsaber, deep voice. Is the only like he's like the last Skywalker. Because he's come from that line of Skywalkers, right? So he's like the last of the elk of like, crazy, good, ridiculous. Like it's like a royal family kind of thing. So he's the last in that line. So I kind of felt, and then all of a sudden, they're doing a freaking Palpatine is alive, right? Or Darth Sidious is alive, and he's like cooking up all these like destroyers in a dimension that doesn't exist on like the regular stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, it feels all like rushed. Like it feels pretty much an entire war happens in like the last movie where they just crushed the, so you know what I mean? Like it just kind of felt like they tried to squeeze everything in to last. And that's just kind of how it felt to me. I'm not like a huge Star Wars person. I do enjoy watching the movies, but I'm not like a buff for it, if that makes sense. But it felt rushed.
The way I look at 9 is basically it was just like I forget. I don't know why I can't remember that fucking director's name for 7 and 9.
Rian Johnson?
He was only the director for 8.
Oh, okay.
Because I think the director for 7 and 9, he couldn't do 8 because when they started doing the production of 8. He was already working on a different movie. Oh, okay. So they brought in, unless they wanted to bring in Rian Johnson for 8 regardless, I don't fucking know.
J.J. Abrams?
Yeah. So I don't remember what movie he was working on at that time, but I know he was working on a different movie.
Yeah.
When they were doing 8.
So J.J. Abrams did 7 and 9?
Yeah. So I feel like basically, like 9, I knew 9 was going to be a shit show regardless because it was just, it had to either clean up everything that happened in 8 or it just had to fucking go along with what happened in 8 and just continue from there. Yeah. And not only that, but Carrie Fisher, who was Princess Leia, she died.
Yeah, R.I.P.
Pretty early, I think, into the production of Episode 9.
Yeah. So, but like, wait, what? I forget what Episode 8 was about. Even was that when she goes off and she starts to learn from Skywalker?
Yeah. So she kind of
there was a visible
kind of gets taught, or like kind of gets taught by Luke Skywalker, but not really.
Yeah, he just says like some cryptic shit and dies. Yeah, that was about it.
Yeah, so
spoiler alert if you haven't seen. Come on, no, I'm not giving you no fucking spoiler. Them shit's been out for dumb long. You should have gone and see it. Like, them shit's been out.
Yeah, Episode 8 was just. I've never been a fan of 8. I don't like it.
Yeah. Yeah, I got to get you and Wayne on here. I keep saying that, but I might do it next week if our guest can't come. I might just have you and Wayne talk about it. But
yeah, that was
so be on the lookout for that, guys. Possibly.
It's a great time. It's a great time. I mean, I still went to go see I think we
all see
me,
all
you, and
three.
Jason
Yeah.
went to go see all three of those movies in theaters.
I think I saw 7 twice. No, 3 times. Because I went with you guys, and then my brother wanted to go see it, so I went with him, and then my sister wanted to go see it, so me and my brother went to go see it with her. So, same thing with the Avengers. I think I saw it because like my aunt or my aunt and uncle are big Marvel fans, so we saw the Avengers. I think we saw as a family, like 18 of us.
I don't even know what fucking Marvel movies I went to go see in theaters. Like I remember seeing the first Avengers movie with Jimmy.
Yeah,
and that was funny.
That shit was funny. Remember when we went to see Krampus with Jimmy?
Oh yeah.
And then at the end, that scared him. He's like,
all the fucking toys popped up at the end of this fucking movie
that was
for
funny.
No reason.
Yeah. We saw the first. I think we saw almost every Avengers together. We saw the first Avengers, Age of Ultron. We saw all those in the movies together because like my aunt and uncle are big like Marvel fans. So, and plus I think they all came out around my cousin's birthday, like April kind of release dates. I think that's just kind of what they go with. So that was kind of part of it. We see that with them and then go and get something to eat. But yeah, that was dope. And it was kind of cool because it kind of I remember after we went to go see the Avengers, my uncle telling me, he was like, or no, it was after the phase 3, 4. We just ended phase 4, right?
I have no idea.
So I
don't
think
get that invested into the movies.
Well, after we had ended, so it was when they came out with like Infinity War. Originally, it was Avengers Infinity War Part 1 and Part 2. It was split up into 2. But at the beginning of that phase, it was like I forget, Captain Marvel and shit like that.
Oh.
Maybe not Captain Marvel, but she was on there. But it was like Black Panther and Doctor Strange and all that stuff. Like Guardians of the Galaxy, so like around that time is when they started the last phase of like the Marvel stuff. And so I remember my uncle, like they had came out with it, and I was asking my uncle about it, and or my uncle Chuck about it, and he was like, yeah, he's like in the future, he's like, at one point it's like the Guardians of the Galaxy and the Avengers like come together and they make one movie. And then
it was basically Avengers Endgame.
Infinity, and it was Infinity War, and I was like, my mind was blown because I love the Avengers and I love the Guardians of the Galaxy because I thought Chris Pratt is fucking hilarious, right? And the talking tree was hilarious. But bro, I'm not gonna lie, I shed a tear when he died. When he goes, "We are Groot," and he dies, I was like, why, right? But they all came together, and I was like, yo. This is dope.
I don't know. I would hype it up, but I don't know. Like I watched all the Avengers movies.
Yeah.
I think I watched all of the Iron Man movies.
Yeah, I like the Iron Man movies.
But like, good. You have to realize, like, I watched Iron Man 3 without ever watching the first 2.
Yeah.
I think Iron Man 3 took place after the first Avengers.
I gotta turn this down because there's some shit going down
right now. What the hell is that?
I think that's someone's taking a shower.
Oh.
Because the fucking pipes are... Dude, the guy that built this, like, I'm grateful because we have a house, but like... Also, shiesty in a lot of ways. Like, but no, see that's like the way you are with the Avengers is kind of how I am with Star Wars. Like I like and I enjoy, I like watching the movies. I think they're dope movies. They're really well made, but I don't know like anything about them. You know what I mean? And like I try to like get into it, which I did. It was weird because I was like, I went on because we just got HBO. Well, we just got HBO Max like a few like months ago, and I was like looking to watch a movie series because it was like the last week before I had to start working, and I wanted to like be able just to sit down and like chill and do something. And I was like should I do like a Star Wars situation? I didn't know. I was looking at my phone. There were like 8 film Harry Potter series on Xbox on HBO Max. I was like, son, it's like,
yeah. I mean, I've seen all the Harry Potter movies. So,
do you like them?
I mean, I think Harry Potter is good series.
I love them shits.
I watched all of the Harry Potter movies, and I watched, I think, both of the Fantastic Beasts movies, which were pretty good too.
Yeah, I saw both of those.
And I'm kind of ticked off that they took shit. Who the fuck plays Jack Sparrow?
Oh, we both
fuck, man.
Son, we both turned and looked at the same spot. We're like, we both looked at the same spot on the wall. Like, what the fuck? Johnny Depp. There you go.
I'm kind of annoyed that
he's not in it anymore.
No, so he played Grindelwald.
Yeah,
which is like the main enemy, I guess, of Fantastic Beasts.
Yeah,
but he's not playing Grindelwald anymore because of all the shit that's happening with him.
Yeah, with like Amber Heard and shit like that. That bitch, I will slap that bitch. I don't like that bitch.
Somebody gonna take somebody out, make it her. Not playing.
Yeah, she bullshitting, man. But didn't he win his thing? Like, isn't he?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if it's still going on or not. But like, I'm pretty sure that they basically like proved that like,
she was lying.
She's lying. Like,
yeah.
But she wasn't lying about everything. Like, he obviously has problems with or he did have problems, or he still does. I don't know, with like drugs and stuff like that.
Yeah. I mean, but you kind of knew that. Like, you knew, like, looking at him and then, like,
he's not the only fucking person. Like, almost everybody who gets famous has problems with fucking drugs.
Bro, facts. And like, what are they considering drugs? If they're like, you smoke weed, like, really, bitch, grow up. Like, how old are you? But like. Yeah,
like
but
they,
because it's so accurate.
Disney's just kind of like, fuck Johnny Depp. Like he's not. I'm telling you, I fucking hate Disney. Like,
Disney's like, yo, fuck Johnny Depp, son.
Like, he's not. I'm pretty sure they don't want him for anything Pirates of the Caribbean wise.
Come on,
they took him out of Fantastic Beasts.
Bro, come on, they were making another Pirates of the Caribbean, weren't they? Like, they were actually filming it or something like that, or they were going to film it and he was cast?
I'm not even sure. I know that he was cast for Fantastic Beasts, obviously, because, he's Grindelwald in the second one.
Yeah. So who's going to play Grindelwald now?
I know I saw who was going to play it, but I don't remember.
Oh. Well, there's 2 ways this can go out, right? You can either be like how Dumbledore was. Remember in the first 2, Dumbledore played... Well, unfortunately, the guy died. Like, the actor who played him passed away. But the guy who replaced him was dope. You know what I mean? Like, he was dope, and he was like the Dumbledore that, like, we went on an adventure. Like I kind of fell in love with Dumbledore as him more so than the other guy. But I mean, rest in peace. I keep calling him the other guy. I kind of feel bad. I gotta try and figure out his name. But the previous actor who played him passed away. But like, I don't know. I was more attached to the new actor.
Well, the other thing that pisses me off about Johnny Depp not being, Captain Jack is Disney and Xbox are doing a collaboration. Have you ever played Sea of Thieves?
Yeah, I know what it is. Yeah,
Sea of Thieves. They added in Jack Sparrow.
And it's
not Johnny Depp?
I don't want to see it though.
I don't know who he's voiced by, but I know that it's not Johnny Depp. It looks like Jack Sparrow from the movies, so it's his likeness, like it's still him,
but it's not him. That's so stupid, son. Wait, but can he like, if it's his likeness?
I don't know. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. But I'm like, I don't know if he's going to. I don't know if he really wants to.
He might not. Yeah, because it's more legal shit he's going to go through.
But I know that like that was kind of just like, why?
It's like, what? Like, what's the point of, like, what did you accomplish by not letting someone who But
obviously, like a lot of people fucking love Johnny Depp.
Yeah,
like, Johnny Depp's
that's my guy.
Great.
I love Johnny Depp, son.
Like, I don't think I would have watched Pirates of the Caribbean.
I
don't think I would have watched all of the movies that I watched if he wasn't in it.
Yeah, like if Pirates of the Caribbean was with anybody besides Johnny Depp playing Jack Sparrow, there wouldn't be more movies.
Yeah, like
it would be once and done. It'd be like, oh, that was a cute movie.
I'm not saying that like Fantastic Beasts is going to be shit without Johnny Depp playing Grindelwald. I don't know.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. You can go either way. But if it's a good actor, then you can be like, oh, like I like this. But if it's a bad actor, then you're like, go fucking back to Johnny Depp. Like, deal with his fucking cocaine issues, and let's just keep this train rolling. Like Disney has been the main like reason why 90% of the child stars are on drugs is because of Disney. So like, like face your own demons, Disney, and let's rock and roll right now. I'll say allegedly because I don't want to get sued by Disney, but allegedly a lot of these people struggle with addiction. But also too, like people that do struggle with addiction, you shouldn't treat them as like they're as assholes. Because like, yeah, I mean, yes, they're addicted to something, and that can be annoying and shit like that. But they're addicted. Like their brain, they're not in the right state of mind. They're not even who they were. You know what I mean? Like, so you should get them help. You shouldn't just like discard them. Like get them help, get them working, get them in their right state of mind, like in their proper state of mind, and let them rock and roll. Like I don't like the way that people treat, or I don't like the way that like big businesses treat. Like you can't be pro mental health and then like be like, oh, you're addicted to like cocaine, ew, gross, or heroin, like ew, get away from me, like pushing them out of the way, like with their cane as they're walking into their multi-million-dollar building, where they're gonna get $30 million and leaving in their custom Rolls Royce. You know what I mean? Like it just kind of seems so uppity to me, But yeah, I mean, like just get the dude help, get him help. I mean, Johnny Depp get help, but like he's such a good actor, bro. Like he's actually mad nice with it, but I don't know. I guess we'll see. Hopefully, the guy replacing him is good. I mean, I'll have to look up and actually, let me do that now, and then we can discuss as to whether it's going to be good or not.
I'm pretty sure that I know who. I can see his face. Like I don't know what he's played in, but I know that they did replace him with somebody. I guess.
Oh, Mads Mikkelsen, that guy?
Yeah. Yeah, but I don't know what the hell I've seen him in.
Mads Mikkelsen. This might be fire, actually. Hold on, I'm trying to give I'm looking up what he's done so that I can he always plays a creep. I think he was in James Bond. Yeah, he was in James Bond. He played Dr. Hannibal Lecter in the TV series Lecter. He was in Doctor Strange. He was Caecilius in Doctor Strange. Urso.
That's right.
In Rogue One.
He was the bad guy in
Strange, yeah, with the weird eyes. He played Galen Urso in Rogue One. What else?
He was the dad?
In what?
That's right.
In Rogue One.
Yeah, he's the main character's dad.
Yeah. Yeah, so he I mean, he's a good actor. I mean, this dude's not like a shit actor. So, I mean, maybe we'll see. But he's like more scary, I feel like, than Johnny Depp is, though. Like, just his look and his demeanor, like, he's really...
Did you see the second
scary
Fantastic
cat.
Beast?
Yeah, I saw both of them. I liked, well, the thing is like, like, to me, I guess it's just Johnny Depp's, like, because he did play such a goofy character. To me, it doesn't really seem like he's like as scared. Like I'm not scared when I see Grindelwald. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But this motherfucker here, like if I see him as Grindelwald and it's creepy, I'm like, ooh. You know what I mean? like it's like when I see like when you see Voldemort, you're like ew, like where's his nose at? Like, but I don't know. I mean, I just hope it works out. That's all. Because I like Harry Potter, I like the series, like the Wizarding World. But life happens and sometimes you just can't get over that. So we only got like 2 more topics here. We got Brooklyn Nets going home. You want to talk NBA or not really?
I don't I don't know anything about basketball, so.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
I know the basics of basketball. Sometimes when the playoffs are happening, I'll watch like the highlights.
Yeah.
Like I think some of the shit that happens when they show the highlights, I'm just like, what? Like,
yeah, or like, well, just the Nets. You do tell me about this. The Nets fucking went home. The Nets got sent home by the Bucks.
Weren't like 2 out of their best 3 players injured though? Like they weren't playing in the playoffs.
Yeah.
I think it was just KD, right?
It was just KD. KD was playing, but KD had to put the team on his back, and like,
well, that's not surprising.
Yeah, because fucking Spencer Dinwiddie couldn't do it. But no, they got sent home. KD. I mean, look, I think it just goes to show you that sometimes, like, in basketball, you need a star, but then you, like, right now, it's seeming like you need 2 stars, right? Like, you need stars, you need role players. It's like in the NFL. Like, you're not going to succeed in the NFL if you don't have a good quarterback, right? Like, it's not the days of, like, where you can have, like, it's not like the Barry Sanders kind of days where you could just have Barry and still be relevant, and he can rush for 1,000 yards every season and it's not even an issue. It's not those days anymore, right? Like, you need to have a good quarterback, and in the NBA now you need to have a star. You can't just have a bunch of role players. You have to have a star. But I think now we have to understand, like, you also kind of have to have role players, and it's not like they got blown out. It was like his shoe, like, literally, if he was a shoe size smaller, the Nets would have won. But just because his shoe is long and it touched the free throw line or it touched the 3-point line when he shot, you have to be completely behind it to shoot and for it to be counted as a 3-point, basket.
So what? He only got? Did he make that basket?
He made it, but his foot was on the line, and he needed 3, and they only got 2.
He needed 3 to tie the game.
I think so. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I think he needed 3 to tie or win, something like that. And he didn't make it. It was a 2, I think.
I was gonna say, if he needed 3 to win,
I think it was win
instead of.
I saw the high. I didn't watch the game because I was sleeping and I had work. But I think he needed it. I think he needed 2 to tie. I think he sent it to overtime, and then they lost in overtime. I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. That I think that's what happened. If not, then I'm gonna get called an idiot. But that's fine. But yeah, so the Nets are going home. The Bucks are going to the Eastern Conference Final, which is cool. But I mean, it's going to be a absolute snooze fest if the Sixers go, because Ben Simmons can't shoot, Giannis can't shoot, so they're just going to be fouling each other. They're just going to foul Giannis. He's going to miss his free throws. They're going to foul Ben. He's going to miss his free throws. It's just going to be thing. But right now, the Hawks are playing the Sixers at home for Game 7. So I guess we'll see. I'm gonna look up the score right now and see, and then I'll listen. You'll see me tonight on Twitter. Like, if they lose, I'll be tweeting at them saying ass or blaming Ben Simmons, because that's just who I blame right now. But yeah, so the Hawks are up by 1 in the third quarter. So not bad. Nets going home. The Suns or the Clippers are going to the first. I think it's their first Western Conference Final in 50 years. So big ups. I hope they win. But Kawhi's out. Kawhi Leonard, their 1 star, is out. So I guess we'll see. We'll see if playoff P shows up. Playoff Paul George. What else? I think the Suns actually already won a game. They went up a game already, I think. I think that's about it for basketball news. Girl Scouts say the pandemic left them with 15 million extra boxes of cookies.
15 million extra boxes? Yeah,
because they usually sell at grocery stores.
Oh.
Yeah, not many people went in. I know we got ours because, my mom, essential worker, she's a nurse, and she is also has a sweet tooth, so we got our cookies.
We got a bunch.
Yeah. You and Jerson. Did you endure some?
Doesn't really eat them. I got them from my mom. Like my mom, I don't know how. I don't remember how she found out they were selling them, but
awesome.
she got them.
She's awesome.
And then, I obviously gave money, however much, because it's like $5 a box, right?
Something like that. I don't really know. I just buy them.
I got some of the s'mores ones.
Ooh, the peanut butter patties. That was my favorite, personally.
Well, the s'mores ones are good. My favorite is always the caramel. What is it? Caramel delights. Is that what it is?
The coconut.
Yeah.
With the coconut on the top. Yeah, those are great.
I fucking love those.
Those are really good. My mom likes Thin Mints.
Thin Mints are good.
Thin Mints are always solid.
They had new ones this year. It was like toast. It was like,
dude, the French toast. They were
fucking good.
Yeah, and they on one side they were like chocolate. On the other side, it was like a cookie. It was shaped like bread.
Yeah, it was like white chocolate or something on the bottom.
Those were fantastic.
They were better than I thought they were going to be honest.
Those were fantastic, bro.
Like my mom like gave me the list of like all the ones that you could get, and I saw obviously the only two that I wanted to go for. No, 3. So
yeah,
I like the lemon ones.
Yeah.
So
I know what you're talking about.
I got the caramel ones, the lemons, the s'mores, and then I was like toast.
I'll
try those toast ones.
Yeah. Them
they were good. Worth it. I'm kind of upset that I only got one box of them. But.
Right, exactly. I got those and I was like, yo, I was eating them before I went to the gym. I was like, these shits is good, bro.
Well, I think it was either earlier today or yesterday. Like me and Jerson's girlfriend, because Jerson's girlfriend was at the house.
Yeah.
We were kind of like cleaning up the kitchen before my mom. It was today before my mom dropped off this. I was like, my mom's coming to drop off stuff. I got to make the house look a little presentable.
Yeah, right.
So me and her were cleaning up a little bit. And I actually found that I still have like a whole fucking box of s'mores. I was like,
you know what time it is.
I don't know what I'm doing tonight.
You know exactly what time it'd be. Yeah. We better be out. You ought to be fucking dogging them shits, bro.
Fuck yeah. I'm going to be playing Battlefield, if any, for a little bit.
Oh, when is the new Battlefield coming out?
Are we done with the topics? I don't really want to get into the gaming stuff until we're done with all the topics you got.
Yeah, well, just to put... Yeah, well, there's one more topic. So it's pandemic. Obviously, we talked about the Girl Scouts pandemic cookies. Boston love Girl Scout cookies. IKEA was fined $1.2 million for spying on its employees in France.
In France?
In France, yeah.
Oh.
I'll be honest with you, I don't really give a shit.
Like, I wasn't trying to say nothing, but I basically feel the same way about France that I do about California. So,
yeah, I mean, it's it's if you have to tell someone to stop spying on you, you're already losing. According to Tom Brady, if you're explaining, you're losing. So, yeah, I mean that's it. That's it for the topics, man. So, what are some gaming things?
Well, there was a fuck ton of news for gaming wise the last couple of weeks.
All right.
Some of it is E3 because E3 finally happened again.
Yeah. Did they have fans in attendance or was it that?
Nah, it was just an online event, but it was kind of whack. Being online, I think a lot of people have felt the same way, that it was just kind of like,
it was
an online event is kind of trash.
Yeah, you have to, yeah.
So hopefully next year they go back to doing it in person.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure most of this COVID stuff is, at least in the U.S., is kind of just coming to a close.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I heard a couple of people say that the mask mandate, at least in PA, is supposed to end at like June 28th?
Yeah.
They said?
Yeah, June 28th, but
yeah,
well, I haven't been wearing my mask.
Man.
Yeah, I'm burning them shits. But like, yeah, bye mask. That's what I'm doing, bro. I have so many masks that are like shoved into compartments in my car. Like,
you don't even have to wear masks because you're fully vaccinated.
Yeah, I'm full vax. Not to brag, I'm just joking. But no, yeah, I'm done with masks. I stopped wearing masks.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people stop wearing masks. I know that all these people ain't fucking vaccinated.
No chance.
Like, even earlier today, I took my mask with me because I still kind of wear it.
Yeah,
I have to wear it at work.
That's hellish. That's horrible.
It's fucking annoying.
Yeah, but
I don't wear it wherever I don't have to. So like, there's a Sunoco over by my job. They took that whole shit down. They don't even care if you wear a mask or not.
Yeah,
like
Planet Fitness
that
too.
like plastic window that was there. They took that off.
Yeah,
they don't care about none of that shit. Like earlier, I went to like Dollar General to get dog food. I had the mask in my pocket, but I was just like, I'm not fucking putting it on. Like, I don't care.
Yeah, it's like whatever.
Like, I'm over this shit.
Yeah, and and it's like you can't blame anybody for being over it. Like it's been a year. Like, come on now.
You're absolute horse shit.
Yeah, like let's move past this. But yeah, mask mandates getting lifted 28th. Bye bye, man. Like that. Bye bye mask. Like that's all I gotta say. But
but going back, like E3, hopefully next year, like I said, is in person.
Yeah, hopefully next year.
I really want to go to E3 once, at least once.
Where is it usually? It's not in the States. I think it's somewhere overseas, isn't it?
I'm pretty sure it's usually in Cali.
Really?
Yeah.
Shit. Well, California. Don't want to get... No, don't do it. I don't want to get robbed in California. Yeah, but... No, I like California. I don't. I really don't. I just want to say
skip past that. I'm gonna skip past that comment.
Yeah.
But gaming news wise, like so Jason was talking about Battlefield.
E3,
like E3, I don't know if PlayStation had an E3 conference. I think they do their own. I don't really care because fuck PlayStation.
Yeah, we don't have that shit. We got MLB for free, bitch. You mad?
Xbox did their show with Bethesda, and during that they announced that Starfield, which is Bethesda's new game, is going to be exclusively for Xbox.
Yeah.
All
right.
So I'm pretty sure out of like the 30 games that they showed for E3, Xbox wise, 27 of them are going to be on Game Pass day one.
Oh, okay. So
like they showed off the new Forza, which it's going to be in Mexico. It looks great. I mean, most Forzas look great, but I don't care about racing games, so Forza wasn't really of interest.
Yeah.
And it kind of annoyed me because Forza took up a good portion of the show. I was hoping to see more from Halo, like Halo Infinite showed off multiplayer. I think a little bit of multiplayer. Showed off a trailer for the campaign.
Mm-hmm.
And the multiplayer for Halo Infinite is going to be free to play.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I assume you'll have to buy Halo if you want to play the campaign, which is kind of
Yeah.
They better not be charging $60 for me to play the fucking campaign.
Yeah.
At that point, if you're making the multiplayer free to play, like, just make the game like fucking $30, $40.
Yeah, because you're still going to make money off of like Halo purists.
Yeah.
Like they're going to buy it.
Yeah, they'll fucking buy whatever edition you fucking sell. Like,
exactly, yeah. Like you're gonna get the guala regardless.
Yeah, so that kind of excited Vinny. I don't care for Halo anymore. Like Halo kind of got ruined for me. Halo 5 was good. Halo 4 was shit. Halo Infinite. It's just been rough, man. They had that trailer come out for Halo Infinite. No, I hope not. I hope not.
Yeah.
Good. But yeah, Halo. Hopefully 343 gets it together before the game release. They didn't put an official release date, but I know that's set for like holiday release, so it's probably December.
Yeah, December. Awesome.
Dying Light 2 got an official release date, which is December 6th. So either way, I'm going to be waiting until December for a game that I want to play.
Yeah,
but
Dying Light.
Battlefield 2042.
Here we go.
That got a gameplay trailer during E3, but during Xbox's E3.
Yeah.
And I was sold. I'm sold. I think a lot of people are fucking sold, to be honest with
you. You're getting 100%?
Oh, absolutely.
Ooh.
There was never any doubt that I was going to get the game.
That's what I say. I was like, I don't think there was much of a there wasn't much hesitation from you.
Yeah. I mean, I always get Battlefield. Like, I've gotten every Battlefield game. I don't always enjoy the Battlefield games, but I still get them. Like, 5, Battlefield 4, Battlefield 1 are pretty good. Me and Vinny were playing Battlefield 1 earlier.
How? I try to play it, and the servers are all dead.
Not anymore. A lot of people. I think I was reading an article earlier. Well, I didn't read the article. I saw the title.
Yeah.
And there's been a lot of people jumping on the Battlefield 4 that they have to up the amount of servers that they have.
Really?
Running. Yeah.
That's dope.
So a lot of people are really excited for 2042. At least that's what it seems like. If you have to up the amount of servers that are fucking available for a game that came out
Exactly.
I think like 9 years ago now.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, we were playing Battlefield 1 earlier.
Battlefield 1. BF1.
The Battlefield 2042, it wasn't much in terms of gameplay. It showed off enough for me to be sold. It's only multiplayer, which kind of sucks. But at the same time, Battlefield 5 and Battlefield 1's war stories, their campaign, is kind of stupid.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't play any of... I think I played the first war story for Battlefield 5, and then
me too.
I was done.
Or Battlefield 1. I only played it for 1.
I think I played all... I think there's like 6 war stories in Battlefield 1. I played all of them.
I played 1, and then I'm on the tank one now, and I lost interest because I'm not done with it, obviously. The game's mad old right now, so yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. I was hoping for a campaign similar to like how they did 3 and 4. Like, I thought the campaigns for 3 and 4 were really great.
The only campaign that I finished from Battlefield was Bad Company.
Oh, well, Bad Company's fucking awesome.
Yeah, and from that, I mean, obviously, dope. I mean, I finished Bad Company. That was the only Battlefield that I finished, and then they really didn't. I don't know. I've always been more Call of Duty because I just like their campaigns. Like, Call of Duty is very good at campaigns.
Call of Duty
it's always kind of been my
into
thing.
Their campaigns. Like,
yeah.
I mean, obviously, I think aside from like Black Ops 4, which was just a multiplayer game,
trash.
I didn't buy it. So
didn't like it. I bought it because of the new mode. Remember, because it was at the beginning of like the free roam, like open world battle royale thing. So I just thought it was cool to have. I was like, oh, an all battle royale game. That's kind of dope. Little did I know, Warzone was going to flip my world upside down, and I was going to be no life in that for a long time. But no, I bought it because I like the open world thing. And then they had the cool little things like zombies would pop up. You can go to like the graveyard and things like that. But yeah, I like Call of Duty's campaigns the most, I think. But Battlefield, I haven't really been drawn to Battlefield that much in terms of campaigns.
Like I said, I mean, the campaign for 3 and 4 were good. 1 and 5 were kind of eh. Hardline's campaign was good, but Hardline as a whole was a very fucking horrible game.
Yeah, remember when they had the cars you had to drive around and not get robbed? Yep,
it was a good concept on pen and paper. Just didn't play out very fucking well in game.
It was just open world Siege. Open world Rainbow Six Siege.
It was like, I'm not a fan of Hardline, so I have nothing nice to say about that game.
Yeah.
Campaign was, like I said, the campaign was about the only good thing about that game, but that's not saying much.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's like with a lot of Call of Duties, the campaign's the best part of the game. So, with the exception of Advanced Warfare, because both of them sucked. I didn't like the
Advanced Warfare's campaign.
I didn't finish it. It was too like outside of the box for me. Like the first one where they were like, this is all a simulation. This is all happening in your head. You have to go back and do this. Blah, blah, blah.
That was Black Ops 3.
Was that Black Ops 3? Then I didn't finish that one either. But yeah, I just didn't. I didn't like the whole futuristic shit. Yeah. I wasn't a big fan of that. I didn't. The best quote unquote futuristic game that I played was Black Ops 2. That was the best, like, I guess, because it was future, but it was 2025, so it was like kind of near future-esque type of thing, and you weren't like power gliding, and
you could get like different endings. You could make choices in Black Ops 2, so they kind of went in a good direction. I think you can do the same thing in Cold War.
Yeah, I love Cold War.
I haven't played the campaign at all.
Cold War is probably one of my personal favorite campaigns.
To be honest, I think Cold War is the first Call of Duty game that I have not played the campaign for. But I've only played Cold War like 3 times, and all 3 of those times were for zombies.
Yeah. Yeah, I never played. I haven't played zombies. I haven't played online for Cold War, like the Cold War online. That campaign was probably one of the best campaigns I think that I've played from Call of Duty, just because it was so interactive, and because you had side quests or not side quests, side missions, but the side missions were pertinent to like your overall grade at the end, right? And so, so I liked it. I thought I was a big fan of the last one.
I don't know. I mean, I might give it a try at some point, but I'm just not interested in Call of Duty anymore.
Yeah, I like their campaigns. That's about it.
I thought Modern Warfare's 2019 Modern Warfare's campaign was really good.
Yeah,
I
that
really
was fun.
enjoyed that game.
Yeah.
I played Warzone a bit, and I played multiplayer a little bit, but multiplayer for Call of Duty is always tedious for me.
Yeah.
So
I liked Warzone in the beginning. That was kind of cool. Yeah.
Cold War, though, I think Cold War, like I said, I don't know exactly how many times I played it, but I know first 2 times I played it were for the zombies maps, like the actual zombie mode.
Yeah.
Beat the Easter egg on the original map. Beat the Easter egg on the second map. Didn't play it until they released Outbreak. And Outbreak is mode. Really fun.
I only played I haven't played Outbreak, but I have played like the special Halloween edition zombies Warzone. Yeah, is it like that or no?
No, because the Warzone Halloween thing, like other players are zombies. In Outbreak, it's literally just like it's not necessarily open world. Well, yeah, it pretty much is open world, but it's like it's set in 3 different maps. Yeah. And you have a certain amount of objectives you have to complete in that map, and then once you're done, you can go to the next one.
Oh, okay. All right. So it's like is it like the arcade? Like, remember how Black Ops used to be the arcade? You used to be like looking at it from the top.
Kind of, but it is.
But not as like gamey.
Yeah.
Like old school gamey.
Yeah, but when I say it goes to a different map, like it's still a round. So basically, when you go to the next map, it goes to the next round.
Okay.
So
I'm with you.
What they did was it's Outbreak at first when they released it was only going to be a temporary game mode, but now they made it permanent.
Yeah, now
because a lot of people like it.
Yeah.
So they didn't have like an Easter egg or anything in it. Now they do. I know that Vinny and Eric have been wanting me to play it, but I don't know, when I'm on I don't really want to play Call of Duty.
Yeah, facts. We play Siege, which is always eventful. What do you think about the new operator, by the way?
The new operator's all right.
I haven't played as her yet because I didn't want to play as her like when I was cold. You know what I mean? Like I wanted to kind of have some game time in.
Yeah.
But then once we started rolling, like I was just playing as people that I knew.
Yeah. I mean, I guess the operator's pretty useful. I think every game that we played yesterday, somebody picked her. So
yeah. And I kept getting hit with
people I
kept getting the poops. And I ain't getting health. And I thought it was a doc. I was like, this doc is on point with it. I'm like, thank you, bro. And then I'm like,
yeah, she can set like 3 of those devices down. I don't know how many times they can shoot until they run out, but
yeah,
I know that they have to like refill.
Yeah, they have like a 5-second cooldown, which is dope.
Yeah, so the new operator is pretty good. The changes they made are kind of questionable.
Yeah, I like the old school kind of vibes to it, like selecting your operator. Everything's more spaced out, like how it used to be. I don't like the new middle part of like between the scoreboards where it's like it divides your team and the other team. I don't like the little middle part because it's just confusing. It looks like a board game that you don't know about. You know what I mean? Like, you ever see like a board game that you've never played before and it just looks like an alien text? Like, that's what it looks like to me. I'm like, it's odd. It has like a weird little dots here and, you know, with like all these different, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of it, but I mean, that last time was the first time I got on it, and like you said, like 2 months. So I'm way out of the loop here.
Yeah, so, I mean, those changes are kind of okay, but the changes that I dislike is that, like, I don't think we saw it yesterday because I don't think anybody was playing as Mira or Maestro.
Yeah. Oh, I played as Maestro.
But people can just go up and hit the glass of your...
of the camera?
Of the Mira or I think it's the Mira windows, the bulletproof cameras, and then Maestro's cameras. They can hit the glass and it adds like a shatter effect to it. And you can't spot people through the shattered glass. Basically, for Maestro, you'd have to open up the window, which means that it can get shot.
Gay.
Yeah, so that to me was kind of stupid.
Thank God I wasn't. I think we got whitewashed that round, so or I got whitewashed that round, so I was chilling. Either way, I was going to be upset.
Yeah,
I feel like either way, you're going to be upset. Just playing this game, like it's just frustrating. And shout out to all the fucking people that like want to be good at the game, right? Like shout out to you for like no-lifing it, but don't fucking play casual. Yeah, like honestly, like go play fucking unranked or some shit like that. And if you don't want to play unranked, play ranked. If you don't want to play ranked, go fuck yourself. Like honestly, like because we were fucking playing this game, getting wrecked by people, like jumping out of windows. Like I do truly appreciate someone wanting to be good at a game. I get it, right? But when I would come in here strutting in here, trying to get my cash on, and I'm getting like, I'm getting actually molested. I'm like, I don't like this. Like this is it makes you not want to play the game.
Yeah. Yeah, the thing for me is that like I hate when people make new profiles.
Like the Smurf accounts?
Yeah, and then they'll play on like new profiles.
They'll play like newcomer and just fucking like go like 30-0-1. Like newcomer, you're like
I've never played newcomer, like I've never made another profile, so I don't know what the fuck it's like playing newcomer, but I assume it's not good.
Well, I played newcomer on Wayne's account one time, and not on purpose, not because I wanted to see what it was like, but he downloaded Siege, I downloaded Siege because I was downstairs babysitting the dog, right? And I don't want to. It was hot. I didn't want to be in my room, so we were downstairs in the AC, and I downloaded it. We were playing it for a little bit. They came home, and then the next day Wayne was playing, and he was like, "Hey bro, how do you play this?" And then he went to go to the bathroom, and he was like, "Here, just play this round for me." Cause I gotta. That was the only time I've ever gotten an ace, and I'm not gonna bring it up and say like that. I'm not gonna be like, "Yo, I got an ace the other day," because it's not even fair. You know what I mean? Because like I'm like peeking this guy, and he's looking at me, but he like can't tell if I'm like a person or not, and he's like walking up to me, and I just knife him, and he goes down, and like it just stuff like that. Like it's just, and it's not their fault, which is why I'm not gonna sit here and be like, "Yo," but. No, it's definitely and everything's shorter. Like I think to win, it's like 2 to win or something like that. Like first person to 2 wins. So the games are quick. Yeah. They're quick games. But yeah, I wasn't proud of that moment. I wasn't, because I felt bad, and I knew that I was like, these cats are like really new to the game and whatever. But there are some people on there that are going to be good. Like some people that kind of understand. Like whether they play like a shooter or not, like they kind of understand like where they are in the game and stuff like that. But
yeah,
no, it's cool. Newcomer mode. But if I can't imagine somebody who's like who like pose a video, like who's like a pro level or like a champion going back and playing, like they would honestly not, they would want to not make them want to not play the game ever again. Like it's just they're that like new to it and fresh to it. And even like me, like I'm wild booty at the game, and I got an ace, right? So like I'm not a good player at all, right? So I'm a Spencer Dinwiddie, like you know what I'm saying? Like Spencer Dinwiddie instead of the big three, like that's how I am when we play. Like I'm Spencer Dinwiddie, and everyone else kind of does their thing. I just kind of fill in where I need to. So is that all the gaming news, my flying?
Yeah, I mean, The big takeaways from E3 that I can think of, like
yes, sir.
Starfield and Redfall are the only Xbox exclusives that got announced. Redfall didn't give any gameplay or anything like that. Like it had like a cinematic trailer kind of.
Yeah.
Which it looks interesting. It looks like it could be fun to play.
What is it about?
It's
like space and stuff.
Nah, Starfield is space. That's like a
yeah.
I don't know how to explain Starfield.
I
don't know too much about Starfield. Not enough to explain it.
Right.
Redfall, from what I understand, is like I think it's a 4-player co-op open world game. I don't know if it's open world or not, actually. Yeah. But it's like you're fighting vampires.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, I mean, it looks like it could be fun, but I'd have to wait to see more about it or more on it to know for sure whether it's going to be worth buying or not.
Yeah.
The other takeaways, so Square Enix, they made an Avengers game that arguably didn't really bode over too well.
Yeah, I saw it and I was like, this is what a third grader would play.
But now they're making Guardians of the Galaxy game. And people are kind of excited for it. Yeah. They seem to be excited for it.
I feel like that's just a better game, though, because they're in like a whole different world that we don't really know about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or know about yet through the movies. Like the Avengers are in New York. Everybody knows about New York. Like,
that's one of the other. There's an Avatar game coming out. Not Avatar: The Last Airbender. Avatar is in the blue people Avatar.
Yeah, the blue motherfuckers with the hair that touches and they have sex. It's weird. Remember when they released that shit just to get like a couple extra million views? They were like, Avatar sex, go watch it. And you're like, come on, guys. And then they did like the most asshole thing ever. Like the Avengers Endgame bumped them off for like highest grossing film. They released it for like one day in China and everyone went and watched it and they bumped it back up to number 1. I'm like, really? Like you had to do that. You couldn't let Avengers have its time.
Fuck
whatever.
The Avengers. No, but they have they only showed off like again cinematic stuff, so I don't know too much about it.
Yeah.
Ubisoft had Rainbow Six Extraction.
Yeah.
Which for people that played Rainbow Six back when, I don't remember what season it was, but they had a game mode called Outbreak, which is basically a zombies mode, which was pretty fun. It was enjoyable. Mm-hmm. They were going to bring it back, but they basically just decided to make it its own game.
Yeah.
And that's what Rainbow Six Extraction is. And it looks fun. The gameplay that I've seen of it looks like it could be fun, but a lot of people, and like me included, are kind of questioning the $60 price tag because I don't know if it's going to be worth $60.
Yeah, because it's the same people from Siege.
Yeah, well, it's like I think there's 60 operators in Siege now, and in Extraction there's going to be 18 from that game. Like I know Ash, Lion, Ella, Habana. There's a good amount. So I don't know. Like I'm kind of on the fence about Extraction. I'll probably get it at some point, but I probably won't pay $60 for it. Like I'll just wait until it goes on sale.
Yeah. I mean, I don't. I'm not paying $60 for this. I mean, look, if you guys get it, then maybe. Like if you were all in agreement that we're gonna like play it, because Siege is one of those rare games that like we all play together. But
the thing for Extraction is that it's only 3 players.
Okay, so then I'm not paying $60 for it. Like you made up my mind. Thank you. I'm not gonna do it. Yeah.
Like I don't know why they decided to go 3 players instead of 4. At least 4. But I don't know. I'm not in charge of fucking Ubisoft. So
exactly. Yeah, but
I'm not gonna fucking know.
Yeah. All right. So is that everything for games?
Yeah. Mainly. I mean, the last thing that I'll say, just to bring it back to where we started, Battlefield, new Battlefield comes out October.
Looking big schmecks, big sexy.
Not only Oh, you know what? What am I saying? Of course, I missed the one thing that I've been excited for since it got announced.
What?
Back 4 Blood, Left 4 Dead 3. That also comes out in October.
Okay.
That also comes out in October, and it's going to be on Game Pass.
So it's going to be
day 1.
We out here.
Yeah.
we out here.
I'm fucking hype.
It's Woptober. We out here.
So October is going to be a good month. I'll have Back 4 Blood to hold me over until fucking
December.
Battlefield comes out.
Yeah.
And once Dying Light 2 comes out, which is December 6th. So that'll hold me. Those two games will definitely hold me over. Battlefield, to touch on that, again, it's only multiplayer.
Just multiplayer. Oh, yeah, because we didn't really go into Battlefield that much. Like, we didn't really talk about it. It's just multiplayer.
Yeah, so they're releasing it on, I don't know what, last gen and current/next gen, whatever you want to consider the new Xbox and the new PlayStation.
Intermediate gen.
So it's coming out on Xbox One. For me and Jason's sake, fuck PlayStation. It's coming out on Xbox One and Xbox Series X/S.
Yeah.
And obviously PC and PS5.
Yeah. Obviously, fucking booty ass.
But only multiplayer. The maps got announced. They've shown off the maps. They've shown off gameplay. Like, I think it could be. Obviously, I think it's going to be fun.
Yeah.
They have tornadoes in maps, dust storms that can roll through maps.
Yeah. This is going to be. Is it? And then the maps, I'm assuming, are humongous.
Yeah, they're going to be huge.
Yeah.
I know they said one of the maps that are on multiplayer are going to be the size of the map in PUBG.
Wow. That's now, get a vehicle on that one. Ain't nobody humping.
Stuff
to the fucking
is going to be downsized on Xbox One. You know, on the older consoles.
Yeah.
But that's only because on the older consoles, it's only going to be 64 players, which is what it is on Battlefield 4 and Battlefield 1 now.
Yeah.
32 on 32.
Yeah.
On next gen, it's going to be 128 players in each game. So 64 on 64.
You know what I got to save up for this summer? Yeah. We'll be trying to get the next gen going.
I already got it, so.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. You pulled off the impossible, which is actually secure something at a legitimate price.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be fucking harder than it was.
You just waited in line.
So literally, like.
But no, you had to wake up early, which give you props.
Fuck yeah!
That's you don't do that shit.
Early.
That shit does not happen. Yeah, so
I stayed awake the whole fucking day too.
Yeah, you got to be. That shit's got to be important for you to wake up in the morning to do that. So,
that was
big
a fun
props.
experience.
Yeah,
waking up at 9:30 just to go get a fucking Xbox.
but you secured it though. Secured the bag. Secured the Xbox One X.
Yep.
Right.
Series
so
X.
you're an intermediate gen / current gen owner. Congrats.
As much as I support the S, the X is definitely the wave.
Yeah.
If you're going to be playing the Xbox a lot. You know what I mean? Like for people that are just kind of be like casually playing the Xbox, like get the S. The S is good.
Yeah. Like me, I have an S. The only reason I'm going to get an X in the winter because I'm not working. You know what I mean? And I'll probably be playing more in the winter because I'm chilling. But right now, S is cool for me, so I have like the whole summer to kind of chill. And if that's you, if that sounds like you, if you're working, get the S. Get the S, you know what I mean?
Yeah, the S, like I said, the S seems... but
if you're not a bitch... No, I'm just joking.
Yes. So Battlefield 2042. 100% excited. 100% on board. Probably going to be angry when I'm playing it, but that's a given. Like,
it's what it is, because it's like what you can do. But, I mean... Every game has that element to it. Like you're gonna get pissed off playing every game. Like, but that's part of it. Like that's the thing when like setting up stuff. Like you're like when you moved into Jerson's house or when you guys moved in together.
Yeah.
When you're setting up stuff, the whole part of it is to lose your shit a little bit.
Yeah.
To get mad, right? Like that's kind of the whole part of it. You gotta relax, and then you gotta bring. You know what I mean? But yeah, is that so? That's gaming. The gaming news, the gaming tea, so to speak.
Yeah, I mean that's as much as I remember.
Right.
I would touch on Nintendo, but like I don't feel like it's necessary. Yeah. And if people want to hear about more gaming stuff, I guess you can let us know. We can talk about it next time. But
yeah, let us know. Reach out to us. Reach out to us. Comment. Go to the YouTube and comment. Even though there's only 2 videos and they're 2 weeks old, but. That's what it is.
What I do know is that with all this excitement going on for Battlefield, I'm sure that the people at Call of Duty are kind of shitting themselves right now. They're like, oh, like I have not seen or heard anything about the next Call of Duty.
Yeah, dude, it's
and
dry.
They come out every year.
It's dry.
So
and fucking Cold War came out last year.
Yeah. So I don't know
it's dry,
if
man.
they're going to announce anything. I don't know if they're going to take a hiatus. But
you might as well take a hiatus, bro. At this point, like, because Battlefield's washing them, like in terms of like marketing.
Yeah, right now they definitely are, because a lot of people, like I said, like DICE has to increase the amount of servers that are on Battlefield 4. And let me make sure, but I'm fairly certain that Battlefield 4 is like an 8 or 9 year old game.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that shit came out like 2013. So it's like an 8-year-old game. 2012.
It originally came out on the 360, and then they had to put it out for the one.
Yeah,
and they kind of upgraded it.
Yeah,
when they came out for the one. Yeah, October 29th, 2013.
Yeah,
that shit's been out for 8 years.
Yeah, so come on, let's go. Call of Duty. What you doing? What you doing, bro?
Yeah, so I think that wraps it up. I
don't
know.
That about wraps it up.
Else you want to talk about?
Nah, we did everything. Did Ohio trip. Did Fauci, Junteenth. Did some gaming. Talked some sports.
Talk some smack.
Talk some smiggity smack like we always do. So if you guys enjoyed this, if you like this, please like, comment. I almost said subscribe. But I think
subscribe to YouTube.
I think it is subscribe on podcast too. But for some reason we've been getting, so if you're new to this, number one, congratulations, you found us. But
welcome to the shit show.
Yeah, welcome to the table. Pull up a chair. But like they've been playing this because when like my mom, right? I'm like, she was like trying to listen to the podcast I did with my grandfather because she didn't listen to it, and she clicked the link in our bio that I had linked to like all of our stuff, like the Instagram and all that, like or on Instagram I had linked all of our other social medias, and I had linked where you can listen to the pod, like Anchor and Spotify and all that stuff, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. I had linked them, and she clicked on them, and they're like, "Yo, we can't connect to the we can't connect." And then she tried to look it up, like on Apple Podcasts, couldn't find it. It was like no results. And then I was trying to tell somebody else about it. They did the same thing. They looked it up, no results. I was like, "Really, Apple?" I have all your shit, bro, and you're just playing me like this. But you know what? Spotify doesn't let us down. You know what I mean?
I use Spotify for everything. So
exactly. So if you cannot find us on Apple, check out the Spotify. Go to the link in our bio. I put the website that we have there now. That also has all the links. You'll click onto it. It'll take you to our website, and then there's going to be a little section there that has all of our links. It says it in big bold letters. Try those links. If not, always go to Spotify. Spotify is pretty consistent with it. Anchor's pretty consistent with it. So yeah, that's how you can find us. That's how you can listen to us. Also, if you're wondering about our social media, you can check us out at the Lunch Table Podcast on everything. So it'll be at the Lunch Table Podcast on Instagram. On Twitter, it's going to be the Lunch Table Pod, and all this stuff is with no U. It's just instead of lunch, LUNCH, it's LNCH. And then on Facebook, it's the Lunch Table Podcast, and our website is TheLunchtablePod.com for all of our links. Same thing with YouTube as well. It's going to be the Lunch Table Podcast. So check us out. I also, if you check the description to all these things, I link all that stuff as well. So go check us out. We'll probably be posting this. We usually try to post between Sundays and Mondays, depending on whenever we record. Because, I mean, Frankie still works a full-time job, so we got to sort of make sure that he's good to go, that he's, take into consideration that he's, a grown-up, and I'm also a kid that has this in his basement. So, but yeah, so hope you guys enjoy, and we out this hoe.
Yeah, we'll be back next week.
Be back next week, bro. Deuce.
How do you?